Work with me on this story for a second because I'm going to read it as the robot editor gave me the notes to it, but it may take a bit more actual nuance because it's not that Joe Rogan is dropping Trump completely. The headline is sensationalized and the robot editor didn't make it any better. But Joe Trump is breaking away from some of the love of Trump going forward, at least the public love for some of his policies. The headline we have says Joe Rogan breaks with Trump, calls Venezuelan deportations horrific. Now, reading directly from the article, Joe Rogan, the influential podcast host and previously vocal supporter of Donald Trump, has publicly criticized the administration's recent deportations actions involving Venezuelan migrants. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan described reports of non-criminal individuals being deported alongside violent gang members to maximum security prisons in El Salvador as horrific and effing crazy. Rogan remarks were prompted by cases such as Andre Jose Hernandez Romero, a 31-year-old Venezuelan makeup artist and asylum seeker. Hernandez Romero was deported after U.S. immigration authorities misidentified his crown tattoos, which are common from his hometown of Capicho, as symbols of the gang's TDA, because tattoos. Despite having no criminal record and fleeing Venezuela due to persecution over his sexual orientation and political beliefs, he was sent to El Salvador's terrorism confinement center, facility notorious for human rights abuses. This is just one of a few people sent down originally on the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, which is only used essentially to get rid of folks during war times and most so notoriously kind of the backdrop for what they used to make concentration camps of Japanese citizens in the United States during World War II. Now, critics have said it's a bad rule, and of course, judges have ruled it down as well. So now they're just sending folks down there still, but not this rule. But the biggest issue going along with the things going forward and what Rogan's really kind of upset about is everybody they deported down there, the administration's been kind of like, sometimes this happens, but in cases where this happens, in this case, they're out of luck. We're not trying to get them back, which is a big crime for this, is they're not really working hard to get people back that they know are mistakes at this point. They acknowledge some mistakes, but not trying to fix them.